former governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Aliyu Oshomole, has been deliberately vilified by a section of Nigerians for allegedly wanting to play the role of godfather in Edo State politics. I have never agreed with the claim. In fact, in my mind, it was a face-saving propaganda of a government that had very little meaningful projects to campaign with. Although the election has been won and lost, at least at the polls, that cannot stop individuals like us from saying our minds based on convictions. And this is coming from Adokai. He said, "It is funny that till now no one has been able to clearly point out how Oshomole played God. The claim of the accusers that I have spoken with is that he wanted to stop Obaseki from contesting for a second term in office. So because of that, he was trying to play God. I, like Oshomole and other Edo citizens, strongly believe that Obaseki failed to perform to expectations of Edo people. I wholeheartedly hold the view that he did not perform anywhere near Oshomole's performance. I sincerely believe that he does not deserve re-election. So what is wrong in somebody saying this person that I supported before, I did it in error? Okay. It takes character to admit mistakes and take steps to correct them. And when Edo people decided, at least as INEC result shows, that they want Obaseki to remain, he moved on. I recall even before the crisis escalated, the governor was the one verbally attacking and threatening Oshomole in the open. We saw we we saw telling the world that Oshomole is suspended and if he doesn't behave, they will expel him. He tried to ensure that Oshomole will only enter the state after informing him. I am wondering how the one who was being harassed became the godfather, the oppressor. For me, Oshomole's sin is that he was trying to curb the excesses of the Nigerian Governors Forum and some individual governors. It is an open secret that the forum has been one of the most powerful associations of leaders since this Fourth Republic. Some governors are under the illusion that their second terms are not negotiable, irrespective of how they performed in their first tenure. Some even boast that it is their entitlement. Wouldn't it be a good thing to let them know that it is not a right? Wouldn't it be a good thing to let them know that your ability to get re-elected, whether as the state and federal levels, depend on your performance in your first term? For me, that is one way to make it clear to the political class that second term is negotiable. That is one thing Oshomole wanted to achieve, and to me, it would be dismantling godfatherism in Nigeria politics, especially among the governors. In my view, I think Oshomole was the one fighting godfathers in Nigeria politics. I must state that Oshomole himself is not a saint, is has his shortcomings, but I have seen in that man some sort of passion to develop his state and Nigeria in general. I hope that Obaseki will up his game and do far more better than he did in the last time. In the end, what matters most is that our state is better. This person is talking about if you have not performed, and the people said he has performed. So if the people said he has performed, and just like he said, the election has been conducted and won and gone, Oshomole has moved on. So Oshomole is the one fighting against godfatherism. And you think if a governor has not done well in his first term, he does not have the power, or he should not make it as a right that he must be re-elected, then it's the job of the people to re-elect him. I think this is just a damage control that this writer is just trying to put up here. Honestly, it's, there's no correlation between what he's talking about that Obaseki or Oshomole stands for with what Obaseki is talking about. They made us believe that this guy is nobody, that Obaseki has nothing to offer, that he has no business with politics. Oh, he does not know how to play politics. He would have, I could remember then people said, oh, he would have just played along with Oshomole to agree with all manner of things. And it's still the same thing if you had played along and you come back the second time. you cannot at that time say you cannot do anything, and they will just remove you. But you see that it is good to do the right thing. Whether Obaseki is the one doing the right thing, at least we will still know. But at least in the first tenor, the people said we want to bring you back, that you are the man of the people. We have to bring you back. So when the people have spoken, so what is the essence? And again, I quite appreciate that the writer said, yes, Oshomole has his shortcomings. Yes, it is his shortcomings now that is now bringing all of these things. He might have his own good side of the whole thing, but when the negative side of you um supersede or outweighs your good side, nobody's going to look at your good side. And I think that is exactly what Ushumole, has brought Ushumole to where he is today. Everybody has the good and the other side of them. But when the bad side outshines your good side, nobody sees the good in you. So that is exactly what puts Ushumole in this whole thing. The people have spoken. So what are we talking about? To me, Oshomole is not the one fighting godfatherism. To you, it is the one fighting godfatherism, and you believe that it is just a mere propaganda. The way these people do things most of the time, or the way they reason things most of the time, it baffles one. Well, everyone is entitled to his or her opinion. The same way they told us about good luck Jonathan, this and that. Of course, we know they have their shortcomings, but now those who can criticize him now, they are coming back to say sorry. Like the Shagari son, he's coming back to say, oh, I'm sorry, this and that. I was part of the people that divided the PDP just for Buhari to come in. But because what he's expecting for Buhari now is not getting it now, he's coming out to tell us, hey, yeah, Buhari is not the right person, Buhari is not the best, Buhari is not this. And at the end of the day, coming back again to the all the efforts that Buhari and his team put up just for them to come in. But at the end of the day, we now know who is right, who is wrong. Now you want to get things done. You want to come into power. Now you can't get things done. You are compounding to the problem of the country. We now know who is who. So the same thing, in my opinion, with Oshomole and Obaseki. At the end of the day, we now know who is right, who is not right, who has the interest of the masses at heart, and which is Oshomole. Because the people, Obaseki rather, people now, they went for him. Well, well said, truth they say is bitter, but must be said. The governors are the gods. I think this one is referring to the governors forum. They are the gods. It ought not to be the it's not to be the needed to be checked. Okay. Oshomole was for good, really. Oshomole should have allowed the party to decide the fate of Baseki by allowing him to contest the primary. Oshomole played God when they disqualified Obaseki because those whom were members of the screening committee were given a specific job to do by Oshomole. We have moved beyond all that now. The governor is back again and Oshomole is out, and Edo are free from those political scavengers. The writer should give peace a chance. Edo State has passed this stage. All hands should be on deck to support the governor to focus on his second term in office to deliver optimum satisfactory services to Edo State at least cost. You think Basanjo Abi Obaseki will be listening to all these things? He's not going to be listening to all this whole thing. When the whole thing was even tough, he was able to move on. Not talk of now. All of these things are just going to be coming behind him. So guys, let's hear your opinion. According to this writer, that this is Oshomole that that was fighting God for that reason, not the other way around.